Good morning, Keller Williams. Happy Wednesday, October the 20th. It is so lovely to see you all this morning. It's even lovelier to see my good friend Jose. And we're going to jump right to you first, Jose. Take it away. You are on mute, so we can't hear what you are saying.
There you go. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me now?
We can.
Outstanding. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. This is Jose from Guaranteed Rate Affinity, your Spanish-speaking mortgage loan officer. I was told that I needed to do a song and dance this morning to do my mortgage minute. I tried doing the rehearsal last night, but it didn't go so well. So I'm going to stick to my talking points instead. I wanted to talk to you about appraisal news. Desktop appraisals are coming back for 2022 as a permanent valuation option. Desktop appraisals were temporary valuation methods that were implemented back in March of 2020. And they were implemented to keep our mortgage industry afloat and to keep appraisals moving, given the lockdowns and the social distancing that was required by the localities. So the Federal Housing Finance Agency announced yesterday that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will start allowing desktop appraisals starting early next year. And basically this is meant to help with the volume that appraisers are experiencing right now, and they feel it will help the lending process. With that said, what is an appraisal? Basically, an appraisal is supposed to be an unbiased opinion of the market value of a property. Usually, there are several factors that are involved. The interior and exterior condition of the property, there is a room count of the property, improvements, repairs, or anything, renovations that may have been done, as well as plumbing and electrical. The age of the property and local market trends are considered when a report is created. Something that is interesting, there is a difference between a conventional appraisal and an FHA appraisal. A conventional appraisal basically is a valuation of the property, and this is based on the condition of the home and the market trends. What is the market doing? And usually the appraiser will not highlight anything that is wrong with the property unless it's something significant. For example, if you have a conventional transaction that is being sold as is, as long as the property is in good shape, it should not be a problem with the appraisal. However, if when the appraiser goes into the property and there's a missing wall or exposed electrical wires or things of that nature, the appraiser has to make a notification or note in his report that there's some issues with the home, but usually that doesn't happen. However, with an FHA appraisal, it is indeed a valuation of the home, but it is also an inspection of the property, because in addition to evaluating the property based on the condition and market trends, the FHA appraisal also has to take into consideration the health and safety. They have to meet health and safety standards for this property. And usually what comes up is the paint on the property, whether or not the property has any lead-based paint or any chipping paint. The utilities have to be turned on. If there's any broken window panes, that has to be addressed. Handrails, and if the property is serviced by a well or septic system, those systems have to be evaluated. That is my mortgage minute for today. If you have any questions about this or any other topic, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. It is a pleasure to help you as always. I am Jose from Guaranteed Rate Affinity. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Jose. We appreciate you every single Wednesday. We appreciate you. Any questions you have for Jose about appraisals or whatnot, do pop them in the chat or reach out to him directly. Jose, I will point you to the chat where I think there was a question or two asked. So if you could address those there, that would be awesome. All right, so a couple of quick announcements for you today. Starting with, it is Business Planning Clinic Wednesday. Woohoo! Welcome to day one, baby. So I hope you're all geared up to head on into the market centers for lunch at noon, and then stick around for the watch parties from 1 to 5. Again, you don't want to miss Gene Frederick assisting you with planning for the next 12 months of your life. He's not a bad guy to listen to. You'll get many pearls over the course of a 4-hour commitment of time. And today is day 1. We finish day 2 tomorrow with, again, 12 o'clock lunch and then 1 to 5 again. So we do want to see you. Don't forget that if you do choose to come into the market centers for the watch parties, we're doing a cash grab, and you may never know when those are going to pop up. It may be right at the end. It may be right at the beginning. It may be in the middle. Never can tell. We've got a special grab bag prize, and that is, well, it's all cash, right? It's all cash. And there is a special dollar bill in those grab bags today or tomorrow. You never can tell when we might put it in each location. That will be marked. That makes that $1 actually worth $500. So not a bad opportunity for you to come and get free lunch, a business plan, and walk away with the potential of $500 in your pocket. I don't know who else is promising you that this afternoon. I'm thinking nobody. So come on down. We'd be happy to see you. And again, if your comfort level has you not in the main room with your colleagues and you'd like a more private spot, just reach out to the staff and let us know, and we'll be happy to make those arrangements. You don't need to have your own spot in a market center in order to come in and use a private spot. So we'll make those accommodations for whoever is looking for it. We just want to see you. We're so anxious to see you. We're willing to pay you to come in. How's that? All right. One last announcement for the week, and that is pies. We've been asked about November pie giveaway for your database. Please note that is all being worked on as we speak, right? You're in the middle of calling your database for the sign in to win. Sign in to win ends on November the 1st, because we're going to pull those winners on the 29th. Or no, we're pulling them on the November the 1st, that Monday. That same day is when all the pie information will be announced. You'll have a solid 2.5 or so weeks to get that all taken care of. We'll walk you through that program as well, so that your database can order those pies. We'll get the pie order in, and then pie giveaway day will be the 22nd of November, that Monday just before Thanksgiving. So more details on that over the course of the next few weeks, but just do know that we are working on that pie program for you, so that you can count on that for your November event. All righty. And don't forget, today at 9:30, before you head to the Market Center or from the Market Center, you can join Debbie in the Business Builders, and she's definitely all week working on sign in to win scripts for reaching out. Lots of great stuff going on. So do plug in and make yourself available to the things that make sense for you. So I wanted to talk with you a little bit today, since we are on Scripts Wednesday, about some questions, right? Questions are kind of the powerful engine that drives everything we do. If you ask yourself powerful questions, you end up with powerful answers. And so I wanted to give you, as we head into Business Planning Clinic today and tomorrow, some questions for you to be thinking about, except I just dropped them on the floor and I didn't memorize them. So pardon me while I grab them off the floor. There we go. This live TV, baby. So for those of you who were part of the regional event last Thursday, you heard Noah Ostroff talk about a lot of really kind of mind-blowing things. I don't know about the rest of you, but there were a few of us who kept texting back and forth as Noah was talking, like, oh, did you just hear that? Oh, did you just hear that? It was a whole lot of fun. And the question that Noah put into my brain was, what does earning $100,000 a month passively look like? That's the question he put in my brain. Right. And so just when you think you kind of climbing that ladder and thinking, man, I'm doing okay, then you listen to somebody like Noah who says, well, what does $100,000 a month passively look like? And what do you need to build that? So that's just been burning my brain. I quick calculated what that would look like if I chose to do that just in my investment property business, right? But here's the point. The point is that question has prompted me to do more thinking about finances and soul searching about what I might need to do to try and create something like that in the last few days than I have, I think, ever thought about what does $100,000 a month passively look like. Right? I won't bore you with the math, but a lot of the time I've spent in the last few days is, well, what does it look like if I have X amount of dollars from my businesses and X amount of dollars from profit share, right? What's left for that portfolio to have to carry? What do I need? Do I need to buy 5 more properties a year? Do I need to buy 8 more properties a year? And if I'm doing that to create that kind of passive income, what kind of earned income do I have to have each year to make sure I can fund those purchases so that it becomes passive income long-term, right? Don't forget about the fact that your earned income is what drives your ability to purchase assets, which create that passive income, right? So you need both. Right? For most of us, our most powerful wealth building tool is still our income, which is why the business planning clinic is so massively important that you attend today and tomorrow. So with that, I wanted to give you some seed questions, right? So get your fingers ready or your pencils ready or your whatever's ready. And Dan, if you're in a position to type these into the chat, that would be so awesome. I would love that. So question number 1, what are your personal income needs for the next 12 months? What are your personal income needs for the next 12 months? Now, I did say need there, right? What do you need to live? Question 2, what are your business income needs for the next 12 months? Right? It takes money to run your business and it takes money to run your household. Are those 2 things separate? And do you know what those numbers are? Number 3, what additional income do you choose to earn over and above your personal and business income needs? Right, so you have your business income needs, you have your personal income needs, and then you might choose to earn something extra. What is that? Have you defined it? Have you defined what that choice is to earn over and above? Question 4, what will that additional income be used for? And I want you to be really specific when you start answering that question. Remember, money without a defined purpose tends to remain unearned. That's a really important concept to grasp. Money without a defined purpose tends to remain unearned. If you just say, I want to earn an extra 50,000 or an extra 100,000 or an extra $250,000, whatever that number is, without being really specific about, I need 50,000, I'm earning $50,000 to buy another investment property. I'm earning an additional $50,000 to fund my son or my daughter's college education. I'm earning an extra $15,000 to take an awesome vacation. Whatever that is for you, you need to define it so that you know what you're earning. Because, I'll say it one more time, money without a defined purpose tends to remain unearned. All right, question 5. What do you desire your net worth to be 12 months from now? What do you desire your net worth to be 12 months from now? Every time I give you a question, I want you to think, okay, well, how can Business Planning Clinic kind of help me out figuring out what the path is, right? These are the questions you ask. The answers end up being discussed with Jean Rivers this afternoon so that you can boil this all down to activities. What do you desire your net worth to be 12 months from now? By the way, you also need to know what your net worth is today so that you can figure out what you want it to be next year. Number 6, what personal achievements will you add to your 12-month plan? Right? When you build a business plan, you might as well just also build a personal execution plan. Are you going to commit to consistent exercise? Are you going to learn a new language? Are you going to look to achieve a certain weight goal or a certain whatever, right? What are those personal things that you're going to dive into over the course of the next 12 months? Because you need to work that into a plan as well. Number 7, what drives me to achieve? What drives me to achieve? In other words, what's my big why? What gets me up out of bed every morning to actually pay attention and make these things important? Without something driving you, it's way too easy to just stay in bed. right? Those of you with children maybe don't have that option, but you know what my point is, right? Number 8, how will I hold myself accountable to these intentions? How will I hold myself accountable to these intentions? Number 9, what do I need to know in order to achieve these intentions? Do you need to know something you don't yet know? What is that? Where are you going to find the information? What kind of help will you get? So what do I need to know in order to achieve these intentions? Number 10, who or what do I need to add to my world to achieve these intentions? Remember, no one succeeds alone. So who are you reaching out to? Who are you going to bring into your world? Now that could be someone that you hire to assist you in achieving this. That could be someone whose podcasts you start to listen to regularly because they're now influencing your world, right? That could be colleagues that you sit down with every couple of weeks and have high-level conversations with, right? Who are you adding to your world to make sure that you're on track? Just a few more. Number 11. What am I willing to sacrifice in order to achieve these intentions? What am I willing to sacrifice to achieve these intentions? If there's one thing that I have learned in business and in life is that there's no such thing as a free lunch, except on business planning clinic days. Then there is such thing as a free lunch. Other than those 2 days, there is no such thing as a free lunch, right? You have to be willing to give in order to receive back. You need to be willing to sacrifice certain things in order to achieve at high levels. Sometimes that's time, right? Sometimes that's instant gratification. What are you willing to sacrifice? Number 12, where or how will I find joy in the journey to achieve these intentions? Where or how will I find joy in the journey to achieve these intentions? Because guys, here's the thing. We can spend a whole lot of time on business planning and on personal planning and on implementation and on execution and on accountability and all those buzzwords. But if you're not having fun doing it, what is the freaking point? Right? So how are you going to infuse a level of joy and excitement into all of this? Because remember, it's about the journey. It's not about the destination. So how are you infusing a level of joy and passion and excitement into this journey so that you wake up every day excited to embark on it? And the last question I have for you is probably the most important one. What is your 3 or 5 or 10 or 20-year plan? And are you goal setting backwards from there to today? Because if you're not thinking longer term, guess what? You wake up 10 years have gone by and you're not any further than you thought you would be. Time goes like that. You need to be looking ahead. You need to be looking to see what does it look like at $100,000 a month passive income to me? How am I going to work backwards and figure out what I have to do today to wake up 5 or 8 or 10 years from now and have that showing up in my life? You can't decide it and then not do anything about it because then it never shows up. Guys, I hope these questions are helpful to you to get your brain working. Again, ask yourself these questions and seek the answers with Gene Rivers today and tomorrow at Business Planning Clinic. I look forward to seeing you there today. I'll be in the Stanford Market Center today and the Ridgefield Market Center tomorrow. I want to see you all in person. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon.